School nurses are working behind the scenes as the state makes changes on how they can administer medicine to students. KLTV7's Andrea Valdez explains.
This year, the Texas School Nurses Organization made the first change to their treatment rules in 18 years, releasing new guidelines for on-campus nurses. Stephanie Gatlin with Henderson ISD says the change would focus more on how they would administer medicine to students at school.
Along with the parents' permission, we are now requiring a physician's order for the prescription medications and over-the-counter medications.
The new guidance came out weeks and for some districts days before school started, adding an extra step for staff.
The challenge was it was released right before school started, so trying to make sure that we were able to get that notification out to the parents and guardians.
But as school districts were getting ready for the first day of school, the TSNO announced that they would meet to review the new rules after feedback from school nurses across the state, putting a pause on this process.
Everybody is learning right now, so we're still trying to iron out some kinks, but so far things are going smoothly.
After this meeting, the TSNO released this statement to continue the use of first aid medications. Henderson ISD worked with doctors in the area to provide a physician's order, getting permission to use these medications.
Dr. Ridzak, the medical director with UT Health, he has graciously agreed to sign those standing orders for us, so we are now able to provide first aid for students when they come in our clinics.
While districts wait to hear back from the state, Gatlin says that Henderson ISD will continue to keep following the previous process to get the kids the treatment they need.
In the future, we could possibly be revamping our guidelines based on what they tell us in the coming weeks.
The TSNO has not announced when those updated changes will be available for school nurses, but they are working with the Texas Board of Nursing to develop a plan that lines up with legal standards.